In this quick video, we're going to walk through 6 key steps that you need to know in order to transplant your plants that you grew inside or bought from the store out into your garden successfully. Follow these tips and you'll be on your way to a beautiful and successful garden. This is Tim from Organic Backyard Gardening. The first step is hardening off your plants, about 10 to 14 days ahead of transplanting out. While your plants are growing indoors, they're very used to the stable temperature and they're not used to seeing the bright sunlight. So what you need to do each day is give them a little bit more exposure outdoor to get used to this new climate. For the first couple days, make sure they don't receive direct sunlight. By looking at your plant out date, you can figure out when to start this process. For cool weather crops, you transplant out ahead of your last frost date. Where warm weather crops like eggplants and tomatoes and peppers are typically transplanted out after your last expected frost date. Plants that you bought at a home garden center or nursery may already be hardened off, so you might be able to skip this step. You may want to ask when buying. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please click the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when we post new videos. The next step is to ensure that the seedlings are thoroughly soaked before transplanting. This will help minimize transplantation shock. Step 3. Space accordingly in a nutrient-rich soil. You want to make sure that you space your transplants that optimizes space and maximizes yields. On my website, I have a helpful post which I put a link into the description below. This highlights all of the optimal spacing for many of the common vegetables. In our plans, you'll notice that in the gardening layout, we've outlined how much to plant per square foot. In this example, 1 pepper per square foot, 2 kale, 4 Swiss chard, and 9 beans per square foot. Make sure that you have nutrient-rich soil and you're adding compost to each garden bed yearly. Now that you've fully watered your seedlings and have a nutrient-rich bed, inspect your plant's roots. As you take them out of the containers, take a look at the roots. In this example, these roots are perfect and ready for transplanting. You'll notice that they're not root bound and they're not very coiled. You can plant these directly without any intervention. In contrast, let's take a look at these kale plants. These were in their small pots for too long. They should have either been up potted or planted sooner. You can see that the roots are all balled up. You can help them out by splitting up the roots gently before transplanting them. I do this by using my hands, but you also can take scissors and cut the base of the roots in this example. Step 5. Add mulch. Mulch is very important because it keeps moisture in the soil. It gives organic matter for earthworms to feast on. It adds organic matter back into the soil and it suppresses weeds. In this example, I'm using wood chips from a stump that was ground up on my property. You also can use straw, dead leaves, or unfinished compost. The last step is to water. You want to make sure that you keep your plant moist to avoid transplant shock. And as an optional step, you can also give the plant some liquid soluble fertilizer. I like to use the organic fish and seaweed fertilizer. This liquid soluble fertilizer makes nitrogen easy accessible to the plant, giving the plant a boost and minimizing any transplant shock. I'll put a link to this product in the description below. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below.